there's no easy way to segue into something as silly as
Let's
this.
not talk about Vanilla Ice.
Ain't no way. There ain't no way, man. All right. I started the show, and I'm gonna say it right now. I am a Vanilla Ice fan. I really am. I got into him early college. I kid you not, because I don't remember how, but I heard Ice Ice Baby somewhere, and I'm thinking like, what the hell else has Vanilla Ice did? This is about 5, 6 years ago. Think about it now. I'm like, what else has Vanilla Ice did? So you know what I did? I looked up his album To the Extreme, and I think I rented it from the library. Shows you the exciting life I live. And I listened to it, and I'm like, this is actually pretty damn good. And I spent like about 2 months going through Vanilla Ice's catalog. I've listened to every Vanilla Ice album. So, To the Extreme, mind blowing, his new metal album, Hard to Swallow, Platinum Underground, and W.T.F. Do you boys know what W.T.F. stands for in Vanilla Ice lexicon? It's wisdom, tenacity, focus.
Oh my God. Get out of here.
I like Vanilla Ice. I really do.
Steve.
He's an entertaining rapper, and he can flow. He can flow on a few songs. Not everything he makes is amazingly good. Not at all. He's got quite a few terrible songs, but I find him very entertaining, which is why I was elated to find out that Dave Franco is apparently going to play him in an upcoming Vanilla Ice biopic called To the Extreme, fittingly, after his first and most successful album. Franco's directorial debut, The Rental, just hit video on demand. We're going to review that next week on the show. Was hoping to get it this week. We all got busy, couldn't do it. So next week we're talking about The Rental in addition to Do the Right Thing.
The assistant was depressing enough.
It really was. It really was. But Dave Franco now, after his directorial debut, The Rental just hit VOD, he's currently planning another role. He's currently planning another role as Vanilla Ice. Now, I want to say this, too. Vanilla Ice, or V-Ice as he's also known, which you guys wouldn't know because you don't listen to Vanilla Ice, but V-Ice is an interesting character, and I think his rise and legacy could be a batshit story. The first person I thought of, since no director's attached to this, you know who I would like to see direct this, and I think would do a pretty damn good job, is Todd Phillips. After seeing what he did with War Dogs, I think that he could do a really good job. He also directed Joker recently. He directed the Hangover movies. I think Todd Phillips could bring some explosive energy to this movie, to this Vanilla Ice biopic. Because I don't want to watch a conventional biopic. I want to watch something that's a little bit crazy. Because if you've read Vanilla Ice's story, which I have a little bit, not a ton,
Yeah.
It's crazy. Look up his beef with Eminem. Look up his run-in with Suge Knight. Look up his run-ins. You will find some interesting stuff. What do you guys think, Dominic? Your thoughts on a Vanilla Ice biopic in the works?
Okay. Let me first say I don't know much about Vanilla Ice, and I will concede to you, the Vanilla Ice expert amongst the group, and I can never fully judge someone, or rather fully judge an artist without having experienced enough of their work. But to me, Vanilla Ice was always just a freaking poser, like a one-hit wonder poser. But maybe, I don't know the full story. Maybe that is what the Francos are gonna show. I don't know about both Francos, but it's shoot, which Franco is it? I'm sorry, is it Dave?
Dave.
It's Dave. Right?
Dave.
Okay.
James
Yeah.
The cooler one.
Yeah. But that's kind of perfect. But yeah, no, that's good casting right there already, because the vibes are kind of similar in a way. But
To like the disaster artist, absolutely.
yeah, absolutely. Honestly, that's the first thing I went to, is that as soon as I heard, as soon as you shared the story, I'm like, yeah, that kind of makes sense considering Disaster Artist, and I really enjoyed that movie.
Same.
So maybe they'll be able to strike lightning twice here. But I am highly skeptical, but I will be hopeful. That's all I can say about this, honestly.
Joe, your thoughts?
I'm right there with you guys on this. The minute I heard he's playing Vanilla Ice, I said that is perfect casting. I'm like, whoever was just like Dave Franco should play Vanilla Ice. I was like, yeah, that works. Like that checks out. That's
Argue. Not gonna argue.
I can't argue with that at all. Like the minute I heard also James Franco was gonna be Tommy Wiseau, and then I saw him wear it all, I'm like, you know what? I think he's got this. This I think is even better than that, honestly. In terms of directors, I'm glad you brought up Todd Phillips, but I also was like, I would love to see this guy do a film like this again, because it's been a while, because he makes a bunch of action movies that kind of just suck. I would love to see Michael Bay try to do what he did with Pain and Gain again with a movie like this.
Huh.
Because, like, I had a lot of fun with Pain and Gain. I don't think it's a great movie, but, like, if he could be more reserved and, like, have somebody standing over his shoulder, at least, which he's Michael Bay, he wouldn't.
That's out there, but that's interesting.
I think he would be a cool director to pick up and do something with this. Maybe Dave Franco could direct it, man. I mean, we'll find out next week to see how he fares with The Rental. I know it's more of a thriller horror film, but I mean, like, if he can actually direct very well, I could see him crossing different genres.
Hold up.
What's up?
I'm sorry. There's a movie called Cool as Ice starring Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
In a romantic musical comedy film. Why are we not watching this right now on stream? What is this?
I have not watched that, to be completely honest. I've not seen Cool as Ice.
Shoot.
No. I never got around to watching that.
It's a movie, I'll say that.
It is in color. You know what though? Here, Dom, you might be equally surprised to know this. The one Vanilla Ice media that I have watched is he had a show. I don't know if it's still on. Hell, I don't know if it was on the Fuse network. I don't even remember what network it was on. He had a show called the Vanilla Ice Project where he was buying and rehabbing homes. And it was cool to see because as somebody who like got really absurdly invested in Vanilla Ice's story for a hot second in college, it was really nice to see because he seems genuinely happy with his life. Like after periods of like doubt and identity crisis too, he seems genuinely happy in life. And that's all you want out of just people in general. And he's got new creative ventures. He hasn't made an album in so many years. I know I'm not going to make any Vanilla Ice fans out of this, but I will say he is signed presently to Psychotic Records, where if you know who also is signed to Psychotic Records, it's Insane Clown Posse. And let me just say, I'm just going to say this right now.
That's perfect.
When V-Ice and ICP collab, that's fire. I'm just going to say that right now. I'm just going to say that right now.
It's White Fire.
Their song Born
White
on
Phosphorus.
Halloween. Their song Born on Halloween is an absolute banger. It's an absolute banger. And the last thing we also need from this movie, though, is we absolutely need a Dave Franco reenacted clip of the ninja rap from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, too. We need that. We absolutely need that scene recreated, like shot for shot, like they did for the sequence in the room for the Disaster Artist. We need that. And the more I talk about this, the more I wish the Francos would do it.
Yeah.
The more I wish they would just do it. I think they could do a damn good job with this. I'm pretty pumped. I'm pretty pumped.
Like the Disaster Artist, like they did a pretty good job adapting that. There's a lot that book covers, but like they covered most of like the most crazy stuff that happens in that book. I mean, I shouldn't say the most crazy stuff. There's stuff that's even crazier, but they cover a lot in that film, and I would love to see James Franco maybe tackle that again. But I know he's under like a bit of controversy heat right now, so I understand if he doesn't want to like step onto the spotlight.
Indeed.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a topic to end on, gentlemen. That was I'm
watching Go Ninja Go right now. This is great. This is a watershed.
We might have to. We got some blank dates on the schedule. We might have to take a crack at Cool as Ice. Dominic,
God.
you are. We are already over time here, but can you see if that's streaming anywhere? I don't think it is.
Cool as Ice? Probably not.
I don't think it is. Who the hell wants to watch that?
No one's fighting for that.
I'm gonna see if the whole film is on YouTube.
It's got like a 2.1 or something on IMDb, too.
$3. $3. I was gonna make a joke there. $3 on YouTube. I don't know.
We have to keep that in mind.
Amazon. Oh, Amazon Prime. No way.
Is it on Prime?
Possibly. Oh no, I'm sorry. For $3, so it's not like streaming. Okay. So yeah, these are all purchase.
Okay. I'm gonna keep that in mind though. We might review Cool as Ice. The one other thing I'll mention before we sign off here. You know what's another thing? And do you guys remember Ice Ice Baby? You know that song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. You know the other thing I forgot to mention too. The one thing they need to include in that movie too, this upcoming biopic. What the hell happened to DJ? And if you remember Ice Ice Baby in the chorus, he says, check out the hook while DJ revolves it, and then it's the Ice Ice Baby. He name drops DJ like 4 times in the song. What the hell ever happened to DJ? That's one thing I'd like to know. I'd like to know what happened to him. What Burger King did he wind up working at? You know, like what happened to DJ? Those are the answers the people need to know. That needs to be in the To the Extreme Vanilla Ice biopic.